Stop. Take a look around. Because while the rest of the world is punching the clock and checking out for the weekend, we're not. The walls are closing in on the reality they don't want you to see. It's Friday, March 20th, 2026, and we are emptying out the inbox tonight, guys. We are clearing the deck of lies, the high tax handouts, and the globalist fear mongering so we can start Monday with a clean slate and a sharp edge. We aren't here to play nice tonight. We are here to reset the narrative that the Democrats have set up. First off, the war that's on the horizon, Iran Day 21. We start with the fire in the east. We're on 21 days into the Iran conflict, and the expert told us it would be over by now. Instead, we're watching Tehran's infrastructure crumble under Israeli strikes while they retaliate with true promise for a multi-wave missile barrage designed for one thing: maximum chaos. With over 3,100 dead and energy hubs in Kuwait and Bahrain literally going up in smoke, this isn't just news, it's a global energy strangulation. But while your gas prices take off by the hour, the elites are already planning on how to tax the air you breathe next. And speaking of elites, look at the WHO. They have traded lab coats for gas masks. This week, they officially pivoted to nuclear preparedness, updating radiation protocols and shouting about inevitable fallout from the Iran conflict. Oh yeah, they're playing the fear-mongering game just like the Democrats do. It's a classic Democrat playbook. Manufacture the fear, then sell you the solution. That just happens to cost you your sovereignty. The doom clock state is ticking at 85 seconds to midnight, and the WHO is holding the pendulum. Try keeping you paralyzed so you don't notice what's happening in your own backyard. That's what they're doing. And lastly, tax to death. The ghost towns exodus. Yep, that's what's happening in our own backyard. The total hollow out of American cities, like look at Seattle. They just ran through a millionaire's tax hike, and B&O rates are so high that the only thing left growing there is a line of moving trucks heading to the border. Does that sound familiar? It's the New York infection spreading west. Mayor McDummy's affordability plan is nothing more than a 17% tax shakedown. That is what the people who actually build things fleeing for Florida. Can't blame them there. When the taxpayers leave, the lights go out. Seattle, New York cities, or just some of the cities that are going. This is going to happen too. The cautionary tales, they're becoming ghost towns, haunted by the memory of common sense. Pennsylvania's right on the path to doing the same thing, and so will other Democrat-run cities if something's not done about it real soon. So the inbox is full of garbage, but tonight we're taking out the trash. It's 9 p.m. here, or it's almost 9 p.m. here on the East Coast, and we're clearing the deck. We're finding the truth. We're getting the fresh start on Monday that they're terrified you will find. The great Friday night reset starts right now. Hi, everyone, and welcome. Yes, a little bit early today again. I don't know what happened. I don't know why Vic clicked off real quick, but I thought she was going to go all the way to 9, so I said, all right, well, I might as well. I had everything set up, so I might as well get in there and get it done so we can not have to rush as much, because we do got a lot to go over. For the stuff that I have in here, a ton of stuff came in. It's unreal, and it's I want to get to it, clear the weekend out. This is what we do on Fridays. We get to it all, and we're going to bring up some lies that have been told and it keeps getting told. Oh, yeah, we're going to bring those up right off the bat here after we give a shout out to everybody. We got Rumble over here. We got Facebook. We got YouTube. We got Twitch. We got X. Who else we got in here? We got Getter. We got Wimpkin. We got Kick. Everybody's gotten on. That's right. We got everybody here. Now let's get over to the Getter gang over here. Happy Friday there, Conrad. Let's see. Radical Right Sean Justice started us off tonight. Hi, Sean. Sean, your shirt is on the way. I sent it out today. Conrad, welcome. Guys, we'll see more people coming in. Rotten Crotch Crockett lost to a vegan anti-beef geek in Texas. Gotta love that, right, Radical Right? Gotta love her getting a beat down like that. You can't beat it. I love it. Anything goes. That's awesome right there. So we'll be talking about her. I think I might have something about her. I'm not sure. I know she wouldn't answer questions. I might have deleted that. She wouldn't answer questions about the criminal she hired as a bodyguard. Yeah, right. See, yeah. But hey, let's get over here and shoot over here to Whipkin. Let's see. Nobody's in yet. Or it's not working. One or the other. I don't know. End live video. It says live, but my video's not playing. Then we'll see what happens if people get in here. And I don't know what happened here. So nothing's working here. I don't know what the hell is going on. It says live. Let me check and see if I'm live over here. Oh, shut up. Let's see. Why does it not show me live? Shows me live on there. Let me see here. Let me see if I'm looking at myself in the camera here. Real quick. Let me check and see if I'm live over here. Yep, it shows me live on there, but it's not coming up. 140 million gallons of oil. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that, but we'll see if anybody comes in there, guys. So I don't know what's happening with Whipkin over here. I don't. It says I'm live, so we'll see. They never updated anything in there, so you don't know what the hell's going on in there. But anyways, let's get started off, guys, and we'll see if anybody pops in there or if it's just Whipkin screwed up again. So, and if I hit this, it shows running live and everything, but for some reason the video will not continue to play. Whipkin's been so screwed up, being lied to about it being updated. It's getting ridiculous. But let's start off with the saddest news of all. Chuck Norris, dead at 86. I love Chuck Norris. I'm telling you what. It was freaking awesome. But guys, yep, we're in here. Hi, Helen, again. Nice to see you again. Everybody in Facebook, come on in. I got some news coming up right now after my sad news about Chuck Norris. Love Chuck Norris. Loved all of his movies. You got to love that, right? So we're going to start off with some lies on the local front of the campaign that I'm following, the thing I'm running. And we're going to start off with Cameron Bartolotta DeWeese. She's so embarrassed about being a DeWeese, she doesn't even put it down here. She has Cameron Bartolotta DeWeese. So that's the first lie. Her name is Cameron Bartolotta DeWeese. You guys remember me talking about Bill DeWeese, right? He was convicted back in 2012 and tried to get away with it and didn't get away with it. Corrupt as hell. So you can't blame her for not wanting to use his last name, right? But here, I got some evidence here that about him and what's going on and what went on. This was evidence during his trial. And in this case, he revealed that DeWeese's bizarre personal demands of his staff, his age allegedly balanced his checkbook, paid bills, picked up dry cleaning, bought condoms, and arranged dinner dates with a list of women. His driver was asked to arrange items in his trunk of his car according to a diagram on a card. DeWeese was not charged in connection with the use of state-paid staff for personal errands. But what he did get charged with was 5 counts of, or let's see, yeah. He was actually charged with 6 felony counts, which he was charged with, including 3 counts of theft, 1 count of conflict of interest, and 1 count of conspiracy. He was acquitted on 1 count of theft, but all guilty verdicts on the other ones he was charged. So he had 5 charges he got sent to. And it just goes on. There's a list of the whole damn court hearing here of everything. He was trying to say it was acknowledged he was getting an award bonus and try like a good Democrat does. And this is somebody that you know. And where the lies come from, it matches right here. It matches because here I got this today in the mail. Yeah, I'm telling you. The lies that she, remember I told you before, and she was talking about Al Butkin, her opponent, that she can't beat. She's scared to death because she's never been tried like this. So now the corruption is coming out, and her Democrat part of her is coming out. And since she did change her name over to Republican, her party, she's just a freaking rhino. That's as simple as that. But here's the lies. Lower taxes. My taxes have went up. How about yours in PA? Greater affordability. You can't afford to live in PA unless you're making a ton of money. And she says she's a clear choice. Clear choice, no, to go to jail. But here she's fighting. She fought to eliminate tax on your electric bill. My electric bill doubled. Voted to reduce your personal income tax. It's never changed. Work to end Pennsylvania property tax. Nobody has ended our property taxes. We're paying more in property tax. And she sponsored legislation to rein in wasteful government spending. They've been spending more money than you've ever seen. That's why Pennsylvania is the highest tax state in the world. There's a perfect Democrat right here. Lion, remember I told you about, she lied about Al Butkin, right? The verdict of liberal Al Butkin. I've known him for 20 years. In fact, he's not even close to being a liberal. And she said he's a tax hiker, right? Remember me telling you guys this? Voted to create a new tax. Whoa, really? Okay. Voted to increase the tax by 100% the following year. Yes, this is what this bitch is saying. And what to sit there and tell lies out here. Really? So that's a fact here, right? So let's listen to, when I told you guys, and I showed you guys, I showed you the letter from the superintendent, and the school board member said taxes were not raised, right? But she continues to lie about him right here. I got this today, like I said. Well, here's more proof that she's a lying Democrat rhino. Oh yeah, here we go. Listen to this.
Adopt the final budget of the Carmichael, Missouri School District in the amount of $20,636,827 for the 25-26 fiscal year, and levy an annual tax of 26 mills, as well as the following tax rates: half of 1% wage tax, half of 1% realty estate transfer tax, and $10 flat rate occupational tax. And just so everyone's aware, that is a balanced budget for the school district, and that is a zero tax increase to the community.
There you go. The rest of the school board hearing goes on and on and on. But to prove the fact, guys, I don't care what you people say in there, and you guys are being blown over. She blows smoke up your panties, that she's a liar. This proves it. She's putting out the lies. We want to talk about fake news. This is what she does. And who does that? Democrats do that. That's exactly what she is. This is a no-go here. Bottolata is shot to shit. She's taken advice from her criminal husband, Bill DeWeese, that my dad helped get into the damn politician when he first got in. And this is an embarrassment. She's an embarrassment to every party. Well, no, she's probably applauded by the Democrats because she fights with the Democrats. She votes for them. And that is what happens. This is what happens every time you turn around. She's a liar. She's no good for Pennsylvania. She's got to go. You got to vote for Al Butkin. She belongs in the trash. That's where she's at. So, and not only that, she can't win. So she's trying to go around it. A challenge question to Republican State Senate candidacy residency. Oh, yes. They're filing paperwork and saying that he doesn't live in the residence where, yes, he does. He has a residence in Carmichael, and he's got a new residence in Canonsburg. It doesn't matter. He maintains in Carmichael's too, and he's in the district. This is how pathetic. This is the Democrats showing through her. Bill DeWeese is written all over this. This is what happens when you get it. And I know he'll be on here somewhere. They're probably listening right now in Facebook. Then they're going, oh, yeah. But it's all facts right there. I just proved she's a liar. And the desperation is showing. She's never been challenged like this, and she's lost control. She doesn't know what to do. And this is why, because she's worthless. And then you do not change your name 1 month before an election, or your party 1 month before the election, if you can't win as a Democrat. And that's what she did. And she's been blowing smoke up everybody's asses for all these years. So nobody wants to do a damn thing about it. So this is how pathetic she is. We got to vote no. We got to get her out of there. We got to get Shapiro out of there and be done with these people. They're a joke. They're a disgrace. They're worthless, and they're spending way too much money. Time for change in Harrisburg. Simple as that. Plain and simple. All right. I remember yesterday, guys, I was talking to you guys. Hi, guys. Rumble or Wimpkin is picking up over here. We got Fixer over here. John M's over here. Well, I don't know what happened. I come on a little bit early since I don't know why Vic cut off early. So I just had to get in here and get this done. So, Pat. Hi, Pat. So I got a lot to go over. So I got busy firing it up. So what time is it? It's right at 9 o'clock now. So people will be rolling in. So exactly, Fix. She is not a Republican. She's definitely not a conservative. Explaining why they were installed by fraud. Exactly. These are liars. It's something you can't. I've showed you proof every time. I've showed you the proof first of the superintendent's letter and the school board letter, and then now I showed you video proof that he did not raise taxes. Buckton did not do it. Nobody's going to do taxes at 100%. Man, your head's going to explode when you see bullshit like that, right? Some stupid shit you're going to throw out there. That's a Democrat 101 move right there. That's a fact, and it's proof that she is still a Democrat, and she's just a plain-out rhino now. Mark, I'm Mark from the UK. Gregory Allen Corns Jr. Our red extraordinary truck driver right there he is. Man, he's right there. Yep, you guys does great podcast, guys. Rumble is Greg Corns Jr. and Wimpkin is Gregory Allen Corns Jr. Guys, go check it out. All right. CDC, remember me talking to you about the vaccines and stuff yesterday about the kids being 1 million kids that were vaccinated have myocarditis, right? Well, according to this, the CDC has redacted every single word of a 148-page study on myocarditis after the COVID vaccine, and they redacted it all. Yes, so they hid all this information of all what's happening to people after they started giving kids that because they know they were guilty. So they were trying to cover up their crimes. It never ends with these people. Kids died because of this shit, and they're trying to cover their asses. That's all it's about. As simple as that. What is this one? Oh, that's the. I think that's
the final budget.
Hold on.
Carmike, Missouri School.
I have to get rid of that one. That was the proof that she's been lying. So, guys, welcome to the show. Sorry about that. Anyone new to the show, get your butts in here. Type on in there. Just type hi. We love new people. We love seeing new names, new places of where we're at. We love seeing that stuff. So come on in and say hi. But we're going to keep getting busy. Bureaucratic babies. That's an understatement there, Sean. I'm telling you what. Understatement. We got a lot to go over. Here we go. Senators, Democrats block funding of DHS again. Our homeland remains unsecured, and the terrorists are loving this. Democrats are loving this. They do not want to secure our borders. They want disaster to happen in this country. They are pathetic individuals that are trying to base this shutdown on lies. Here we go. More lies, right? More lies. Jim Crow 2.0. Oh, yeah. Holy shit, Sumer, you dumb son of a bitch. And why these airport lines are 2 to 3 hours long, and the Democrats are betting on this to make them win elections. This is not going to work. When you base off of wanting illegal criminals in this country over American citizens, you backed wrong. Pentagon's new military education list. They have scrapped any and all schools that the people that signed that fake the 51 people that signed Biden's laptop letter that said it was misinformation. And we found out there was lies because we knew for a fact that Biden's laptop was real. Hi, Shell. We got Wendover. Did I say hi to Wendover? I must have missed Wendover. I might have missed one, Dover, but hi, Shell. Did I miss Mr. Joe Public? What's happening? PA was the worst or highest number of fake votes in 2020. They had those shipped in. They had all those fake ballots shipped in. The Democrats are the Democrats, and that's what they are, lying pieces of shit. And we got to get them out of here. But yes, they have dropped all Ivy League schools have been removed from fellowship programs for the government. That anyone and everyone has anything to do with the laptop signers is done. They scrapped a bunch of different ones. And who was it? The Michael V. Hayden Center for Intelligence Policy International Security, George Mason Scholar of Policy and Government, National Security Institute. They have scrapped a ton of these schools, and they should have. Those worthless sumbitches would have signed a letter knowing it was fake news, and they signed it anyways. They should be in jail, but hell, we haven't seen that yet. But the Pentagon's asking for $200 billion more for this conflict. We'll see what happens with that. Get it done, get it over with, get out of there. It's as simple as that. We don't need to stay in there any longer than we have to. Get the job done and get the hell out. Rich, I did not see a Rich. We got a Rich in here? All right, there's Rich. Hi, Rich. What else we got? Here we go. Live updates on the Iranian deal. Iranian military spokesman was killed in an Israeli attack. Just going to give brief summaries on us and stuff, guys. We know it's the same thing. Bomb here, bomb there, boo, 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 boo. Get them out, get them done, get them out. The less people we have to have on the ground, the better. Trump eyes Karg Island seizure to reopen Hormuz. He told NATO, you better get your asses in here and help, or else. And that puts them on a clock for NATO's dismantling. Oh, yeah. What else we got here? UAE dismantles Iran-linked terror cell as Tehran's attacks spread tension across the Middle East. And now I hope I have this in here, but I do not. Oh, yes, I do. I do have this. Let me find where it's at. Let me find where the hell it's at. Nope. Yeah, right here. This video shows an Israeli missile landing right next to a journalist, nearly killing Russia Today reporters in southern Lebanon. I want you to take a look at this. Look how close this rocket came.
Along the border, including the Al-Marj outpost opposite Merkabah, and carried out drone strikes on the Al-Raheb site near Aitar al-Shab. Further rocket attacks were reported against Nahariya and a fucking hell.
Now that was close. And Rich is from Winterville, Ohio. Welcome, Rich. Love seeing new names and new places right there. So that was pretty good right there. That rocket was close, man. I bet he had to go clean his drawers after that one. Let me tell you what. Isn't it, Shell? That's crazy, right? That is some wicked shit right there. That guy's lucky to be alive. Did you see or feel that meteor, Rich? Oh, is that where it came down at, Pat? I didn't know where that came down at. Great shot, Charlie. Hopefully nobody killed, but Hezbollah's weapons. Yeah, I'm telling you, Radical Right. Wasn't that crazy? That guy was close. All right, Netanyahu says Iran no longer has uranium enrichment capacity. That is one good news out of all this. If he's telling the truth or not, I don't know, but that's what he said. Now, get this one. But no problem, though. The bomb left his bum clean. Yeah, I'm sure it probably blew it right off of there. He shit at the same time, and it just cleaned it, wiped it at the same time, right? That's crazy, right? Iran threatens world tourism sites after death of another Iranian leader. Radicals watching them get bombed right now. But yes, they are threatening terrorist strikes all over the world because of this. They are not capable of that. And if they are, they've already got them in place, guys. So watch your backs. Keep your head on a swivel everywhere you go. Big crowds, big cities, anywhere you go, keep them on a swivel, guys. I did not read this article yet. This just came up a little while ago, and I did not get to read it. But Biden administration handed a sweetheart settlement to Iran front group in final days of office. Hold on a second. From his advanced age to his deteriorating health, to that controversial auto pin, to a flurry of pardons, to the home stretch of Biden's single term in the White House, marred his already divisive presidency. What presidency? But the outlet reported the Biden government agreed to give up a $174 million worth of Manhattan real estate if it previously seized after the group was allegedly to have links to Tehran. $170 million more. This is what kind of stuff these Democrats did to appease our enemies. I did not get to read that prior to reading it just to you guys right now. But this is the sweetheart settlement that was approved on January 17th. What, 4 days before Trump took over? Oh, yeah, this is what this piece of shit and these Democrats did. That son of a bitch probably didn't even know what was going on. The auto pen signed this shit, and his puppet masters did this shit. Oh, yeah. But you won't. That's a lot right there. But get this one. More activist judges, guys. The Iraqi-born man in tactical gear that went into the Texas elementary school, all gunned up and shit, he was released on $75,000 bond. You believe that bullshit? According to the criminal complaint, he was seen entering through the front doors of the office in military gear, a gun in holster. When asked how he was able to get past security, he replied to staff that the front door was not latched. He refused to identify himself when asked, but then he fled in his dark blue Dodge Charger driving away from the school. But they release him. I'm not lying, guys. You can't make this shit up. How much do you want to bet that the Iranian island will be a new U.S. military base? I can almost bet on that, Gregory. Hi, Colin from Scotland, Texas, Tammy. I can almost bet on it. That's a fact, Gregory. But this is what these Democrats do. Releasing a terrorist after he goes into an elementary school. This is most pathetic. And I would never expect that of Texas. But obviously they got activist judges in there too. They're releasing this terrorist back out on the streets. Oh, yeah. Now that people are whining and crying and complaining about this one. Concerning drones detected above military base where Marco Rubio and Pete Hegseth live. Wow, really? Drones, helicopters, and everything at a military base? Saith not so. Oh, yeah. They said the presence of drones hovering over Washington area Army base where Secretary Rubio and Hegseth live. It had officials fearing that it was a scouting mission to prepare for an attack. Several drones were seen at Fort Leslie J. McNair on the night in the past 10 days, according to Washington Post. Washington Post. That's all you got to say right there, because this come out of the Western Journal, which is another one all you got to say. The mentally challenged individuals is the fucking judge. I can believe that one right there, Dover. But this is pathetic. People see a drone over top of a military base. Holy shit. No more of that stuff. No more. You got to come up. Your drones got to come from somebody's houses, not a military base. This is how stupid these liberal ass Democrats are. I'm telling you what. Oh, this is ridiculous, right, guys? If this wasn't so true, it would be funny, right? But it's sad. Not American. CCP has been flying drones over military. Exactly, radical right. The CCP has been flying shit over our country, military bases, taking pictures, and Biden And but this one, and I think I thought I had something here. Yes, I did. Texas AG orders uncovered Antifa plots. Now, they had 9 people here. 9 people of Antifa. But guess what? Who are Antifa? Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, 2025, announced an undercover operation into Antifa is central to the current policy angle, especially because it's also cited, get this, transgenderism. Antifa is transgenderism. Oh my God. I'm not lying, guys. Take a look at this.
It was a mix of guilty verdicts for the 9 people on trial for an ambush attack on an immigration facility in Johnson County. Good evening. I'm Clarice Tinsley. 8 of the 9 defendants were found guilty on charges related to terrorism. Only one, the accused ringleader, Benjamin Song, was convicted of attempted murder. The verdict comes after 12 days of testimony and more than 15 hours of jury deliberations. Fox 4's Amelia Jones has more on the verdict. Good evening, Amelia.
Good evening to you, Clarice. As you mentioned, the jury deliberated for more than 15 hours before returning that verdict. This case is the first U.S. government Antifa-related prosecution. Federal prosecutors did not speak to reporters after the verdict, but some defense attorneys did. They were disappointed in the outcome and criticized the government's approach to the case. After 12 days of testimony and more than 15 hours of jury deliberations, the 9 defendants on trial for the Prairieland ICE Detention Center attack learned their fate. The jury was tasked to consider 12 charges. The most serious were providing support for terrorism and attempted murder. 8 of the 9.
This is what these people are freaks. And I thought they weren't a group, though. They're not a group, according to the Democrats. No, they're not a group. But where did all their money go to? These dumb. Yes, this is the bad part about all this, guys. I'm telling you what. Holy shit, these people are a joke. You would think you would have buckled down on Antifa, but they are still out there everywhere. Pat, it's a fact. These people are everywhere, and it's unreal that they keep saying, "Well, they're not a group. They don't have people." No, but these people were Antifa, and they're trans freaks. Holy hell. I had something good to say about this, too, and I forgot what it was going to be when I read this article earlier. And it's like, oh, my God, I cannot believe this shit's going on. And it continues to happen. The mental freaks are everywhere, and it just never stops. Trump has them listed as a terrorist group. Exactly, Pat. And they should be treated as such. Them and Black Lives Matter. Transtifa. Yeah, there you go. Transtifa. That's what radical right. That's good right there. But now we're going to move on to the WHO. Yes, the World Health Organization. We pulled out of there, right? And Trump got us away from those people. Bogus bullshit. But now they are playing the Democrats' fear-mongering game, guys. The WHO is preparing for nuclear threat. Oh yeah, they're playing it up big time. Balky said the WHO staff are prepared for a nuclear incident in its broader sense, including a strike on a nuclear facility or use of a weapon, or being refreshed on how to respond, including public health guidance or for officials and protective measures for civilians. These people are pushing the fear-mongering to a new level. We won't be fooled again. Exactly, Joe Public. WHO has no control over our country. If everyone else wants them, let them do it. But that's not going to happen in our country. Antifa is a myth. Yeah, exactly. Mark said it right. Jerry Nadler said that in 2020, that Antifa is a myth. Well, pretty much you saw the buildings getting burned down, and you saw these people I just showed you. I'm pretty sure they're not a myth, but anyone that wants to listen to the WHO, you're stupid. Go about your business, guys, because they're so messed up, it's unbelievable. Oh, I went past that one already. What is this one? And I went past this one, so we don't have to show that video. Oh, here, yeah, we can listen to this one. This is part of the WHO. Listen to this.
US and Israel's war on Iran has reignited fears of a nuclear disaster. International organizations are preparing for the worst case scenario, nuclear catastrophe due to strikes on nuclear facilities or direct use of a nuclear weapon. In an interview with US-based news portal Politico, WHO's regional director for Eastern Mediterranean expressed concerns about a nuclear incident due to the ongoing conflict in West Asia. She says the WHO staffers are prepared, but there is no way to escape long-term consequences of a nuclear disaster. This comes as the US and Israel continue to bomb Iran's military sites, including attacks near the nuclear enrichment facilities.
Now, I'm not going to show the rest of that. It's hard to understand for me anyways, because I have hearing problems anyways. And when you have an accent like that, and that Indian accent, I just really can't understand them. But Rich is right. Nobody has control over the country. They have control of the politicians. Fact right there, Rich. Well done. Yeah, the United States of what? Blank. Politicians' pockets. Pat hit that right on the money right there, too. Happy dick. Oh, wow. Oh, man, that's really gross. I come into the middle of a conversation over there and get her, and I'm not even going with that one. But get this one. CBS. I got two things on CBS. Where's the other one at? But first one is that Margaret Brennan, she was accused of mocking people of faith after Pete Hegseth's prayer remark that he did, I think it was yesterday, when he was given an update on the Iran conflict going on. Call me things, get her as news. Yes. But yes, now it's she. This is what the Democrats do. They got God out, and now it's being brought back. And this is what these people do. CBS Faces the Nation moderator Margaret Brennan raised eyebrows on Thursday with a bizarre social media post that made many believe was critical of people's faith. And I'll pan down here and let you hear this. She goes, the Secretary of Defense tells American public to pray for our troops on bend knee and invoke Jesus. So she doesn't like that idea. And she goes, and all these people are saying, well, what's with the ... dots at the end of this? Presidents and military leaders have throughout American history asked for public prayer for our troops in harm's way. She doesn't believe in that, right? And here, let me show you this real quick. That's what she said. I should have extended it more for her, but she doesn't believe in prayer for our troops, but she believes in this. She believed Muslim Democrats here. These are our Muslim Democrats right here. Allah alikum salamiyum. That's what they're doing right now. But she believes in this, but she doesn't believe in praying for our troops. This is why CBS is on their way out. Because now, let me see if I put it on here or not. Nope, where it is. Yes, here we go. Because Weiss of CBS has announced the end to CBS News Radio as part of a plan to remake network's division. The CBS Radio was the biggest thing going for them because on Friday announced the end of CBS Radio, part of the effort to remake a new division that also includes laying off 6% of their staffers. That approximately 700 affiliate stations that will end their service on May 22nd of 2026. CBS is going down, CNN's going down, MSNBC and no WDFG is going down. They are going down because they are lying pieces of shit. They should have thought about that before they started spewing their lies for these dumbass Democrats, right? Oh, yeah. So I hope that Brennan, she loses her job. And you guys remember this, right? when they're bending it to call me lovers, terrorists. They're praising terrorists right there. This is what the Democrats are. There's another proof that they hate this country. As simple as that. We need them gone, people. We've got to win this. We've got to win these elections to keep them out of here. Moving on here, we got this, guys. Remember, we talked New York. Everybody's moving out of New York. You got Bucktooth Bitch begging rich people to come back so they can fund welfare programs in New York, right? Well, that's not the only states up. High taxes are turning Seattle into a ghost town full of empty office buildings, and it's about to get worse. Let's listen here to, you know who I'm talking about, but I'm going to show you this about Seattle. Take a look.
Now in Seattle, nearly 1/3 of the office space is empty, 35% at the core. More than a quarter of all of the office space all across the city is vacant. Entire buildings are dark at noon. Elevators that carried thousands of engineers and lawyers and designers and now move janitors and security guards through hollow floors where the lights never come on. This is New Orleans without the hurricane. It's not war damage. This is policy that is doing this. And the response from the city leadership shows something that is far more than incompetence. It is intentional destruction. They just passed a new tax in Seattle. You make over $1 million, which, go ahead, try to live in Washington State, in Seattle in particular, for under what, $150,000 if you have a family? You're at poverty level, okay? So $1 million. There you get an extra 10%. No, sorry, not 10%. That would be madness. 9.9% extra tax. Another 10%. Okay. They don't have any understanding of how an economy works. Seattle's incoming mayor, Katie Wilson, proposed what she calls a solution now to just the hollowing out of Seattle. Okay, here's what I would do. Fix the problems. Get the poop off the streets. Get the people pooping off the streets. Get the drugs off the streets. Clean the city up, and you won't have this problem. But that's not the solution. The solution is, well, the buildings are empty. So let's tax the empty buildings. A vacancy tax on commercial property. On commercial property that the owners can't fill. They can't fill because of all these other problems. And so the city, I mean, think of this. You're already losing money because nobody wants to rent your building. And the city is going to fine you for it. Like you want the empty building. You're getting fined because I want the empty building. I don't want the empty building. I'm trying to pay for the building. I'd love to have people come in, but I've got a huge mortgage on this thing. I have conditions from the bank. I can't just give it away. You're going to get taxed. Okay. So you got property taxes, insurance, all of this stuff. Vacancy is the last thing any owner wants. Empty space means bleeding money out every single month. But the political theory running in Seattle assumes something else entirely. It assumes the owners are choosing vacancy. Why? Just think of this for 10 seconds like you're a thinking human being. Who would do that? What would be the motivation? Yeah. They're just refusing tenants out of greed.
Yeah, you see that, guys? They are on a downfall. They are burning their cities to the ground. And this is not over. These are going to happen it's going to happen here in Pennsylvania because we're overtaxed, and they're going to have to do something. We can't afford this. You can't keep taxing people. And you heard what I said about Bartolotto but she's trash, like she's in my trash now. She fought for cutting taxes, but no taxes have gotten cut. Just like McDummy in New York. Now we got Seattle is crumbling. California's next. They need just to saw that whole place off and let it fall into the water. It's shot to shit. But now we got McDummy here is furious after a judge orders a deportation of a New York City council employee because they are an illegal. Oh, yes. This is what's happening. This is how bad this country is. because of we got these piece of shit terrorists over here in New York. You got Oregon and everywhere like that. They're just done. They are every Democrat-run city is in danger of this. Now, on top of McDummy, we got McDummy's wife is glorified terrorism in a social media post. I'm not lying. She says American soldiers fight imperialist wars and they are not brave. Oh, yeah, where's that dumb bitch at who said that? This is what she said. That's exactly what she said. McDummy's wife apparently shared a post stating American soldiers fighting in imperialist wars are not brave, nor are they fighting for anyone's freedom. They are mercilessly slaughtering third world civilians and fighting to maintain American hegemony. Whatever she is, she's another terrorist, jihadist. They gotta go. You've got terrorists running the biggest city in our country, and the money is leaving. This is not a lie. You can't make this stuff up, guys. I'm telling you what. Angry he didn't have tampons in elementary school bathroom. There you go. They should have called Tampon Tim to fix that up. Nobody remembers the World Trade Center. Oh, wait. Yes. Nobody wants to remember that stuff. What these people did to New York. And they continue to this stuff. They put in this Muslim that should not even be in there. He's been in this country 7 years as a so-called citizen, and they voted him in. And Muslims voted him in, and I would check every Muslim that voted for him to see if they're even legally allowed to be here. He's not allowed here, and he shouldn't be in our governments anywhere. And hi, JT. John T's in here. I haven't seen John T for a while. All right. You can't tax your way out of poverty, but you can tax your way into poverty. Exactly, Rich. The tectonic plates can shift fast enough and far enough when it comes to California. You got that right, Pat. Remember, what was that? Was that movie with The Rock and the separation? What the hell was that? I can't remember right off the bat now. That's what it needs done. Just let it slide off into the ocean and be done with it. I wouldn't cry a bit, especially with those Hollywood pissant pedophiles. Get them the hell out of here. Hey, we got fat ass Prickster in the news tonight. Prickster pushes prosecution. Listen to this, of Trump's officials as part of the Democrats' Project 2029 agenda. Oh, wasn't it the Democrats were saying Trump's 2025 agenda was when he was using that and stuff? But now they just admitted to their Project 2029 agenda. Oh, yeah. And they're going to think they're going to prosecute anybody. Fat ass Prickster can't fool his ass away from a buffet long enough to do anything. Fat bastard. Oh, yeah. So that's Prickster's in the news. Now, a friend of mine, Heidi, on Facebook, sent this to me today, which I did not know about. And you guys let me know in chat if you guys knew about this. But it's called a chip party. The U.S. states where American workers can be microchipped by their employers revealed as Washington bans practice. Now, I heard of people starting to get microchipped. I did see somebody that had microchip implanted here in their wrist, and then they could pay their bills, like their credit card and stuff is all on that microchip, and you just scan it over those scanners at the like Walmart and stuff, and the credit card scanners. But I did not know this. Pennsylvania lawmakers now introducing bill banning employee microchip requirements because Doug Mastriano, great guy right there, is introducing a legislation that would ban Pennsylvania businesses from requiring employees to be microchipped, because they were saying that businesses were firing people if you did not get microchipped. Why? Because they can track you with a microchip in here. No way. I am not letting no government track my ass. You won't even track pedophiles. You won't track murderers. You won't track rapists. You won't track those criminals, but you want to track a law-abiding citizen? Putting a microchip in me, I'm going to start shooting people. I am going to go ballistic on people. You try to shoot me with a freaking microchip. I'll be damned. But I don't know if you guys have heard about that. Rock Justice. What up, Rock? We need to reinstate the law to not allow Muslims to hold office. Fact, Rich. That is a fact. We had an influence of dog pig haters here. Let's get all the pigs we can. Let's go to Texas, get all the pigs, and let's start getting these people. Microchip is the mark of the beast. You damn right, John T. But I remember a while ago they were talking about microchipping people and using that as your credit card and stuff because nobody can scan that shit. Bullshit. The hackers will find a way of doing it. But Heidi, thank you for that. And that started when I started researching this after she sent this to me and saying that the Pennsylvania, we should not have to do this. Doug Mastriano should not have to introduce a legislation banning microchipping. Holy shit. No. Yeah, it started with chipping your dogs. Yes, I can understand that because if a dog gets lost, you can take it to a vet, they'll scan it, get your address and stuff, and bring the dog back to you or what's left of the dog. But you should not have to worry about losing a job because you're not going to get tracked by a microchip. No, you should not have to. We're not in Total Recall days. You guys see that with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Total Recall? That's the kind of shit there. They wipe out your brain and shit, and they install somebody else in your body and shit, in somebody else's mind. And, oh, yeah, in your head. This is what we're talking about right here. The only thing I wanted to do is I wanted to be a Jetson. I want the flying car, but you can't buy them yet. I want them. They have them. I want a flying car. That's my deal before I die. I want a flying car. Well, that's it for the news we got today. I got the news out of the way so we can watch a few videos here on this Friday night, guys. I'm deleting some of my stuff out of here. But I want to show you this one because before we get to the good stuff, Texas is fighting back, guys, over these Muslims. And this is what it's going to take for us to do. We've got to stop it, guys. I'm telling you. It's not going to happen with these politicians. They're not going to do it yet. Fucking MAGA income averages $25,000. Well, man, now mine, the dumb fuck doesn't pay taxes. Yeah, no kidding. That's for a fact. But guys, this is what Texas is doing. We all need to follow suit. And if Texas needs help, somebody pays my gas bill because I can't afford it now. Diesel is $5.25. It's going to cost me $225 to fill my tank up. No, I can't afford to drive to Texas. But if somebody pays my gas bill, I will. You pay my fuel bill, I'll come down there and I'll help these guys. But take a look what they're having to do.
Come here. Come close. That's fine. Come close. You're scared. That's fine. Hey, get your bear cub to drag you back. Come on. You're scared and it's fine. You're scared and it's fine. Come on. Come on. Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on, Hassan Piker!
Sir, why are you out here demonstrating today?
Because Islam does not belong in my country. My dad fought these people in Iraq.
How do we stop Islamification in America?
End illegal immigration. That is how they are getting in. Americans who are willing to work, they work for cheaper, so companies hire them instead.
What would you say to President Donald Trump if you could say something to him right now?
If we do not end legal immigration, America as we know it will cease to exist in a matter of decades.
Would you like to explain what happened over there?
Preaching Jesus. The police
they're upset that we're here. And they're over there waving flags that aren't from this country, and they want us to do something. So, but we're not going to because we're better than that.
What do you want to come from this?
I want it to be highlighted. I want more Americans and more Christians to see what's going on before it's too late and we end up like Europe.
So, guys, this is what we've got to start doing. We see it. It's on, I'm telling you. But, hey, the guys told me right. Mark and Pat and everybody said it right. We're already being tracked. We are being tracked by our cell phones, by if you have an Alexa or if you have a Google Nest or anything like that, your computers, your tablets, anything like that, we're already being tracked that way. But this guy put an implant in me and try to do it? Oh, hell no. Are you serious? I didn't hear that. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see if we got something good to watch. What is this? This is a must-watch. Yes, we got to watch this one. Take a look at this.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost, the minnow would be lost. The ship's aground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, the movie star, and the rest are here on Gilligan's Isle.
And my apologies goes out to people of Gilligan's Island. This should have been Pedophile Island right there. But I had to show it. It was good when I saw it, so I had to show it. So wait till you see this one. This is called Mr. Smith's Misgender. Take a look at this.
Lou, listen to this one. Me and the wife went to a wedding last Sunday.
Oh, boy, this already sounds like trouble.
So I'm sitting next to this fella, and I lean over and whisper, "Ain't that the ugliest bride you ever seen?"
Oh, boy.
He said, "Do you mind? That's my fucking daughter you're talking about."
You fitting to get your ass whooped by now, son.
Well, I told him, hell, I didn't know you were her father. He snaps back, "Madder than a kicked hornet's nest. I'm her fucking mother."
Yeah, that was funny right there. And I can't remember if that was Eric Von Zipper that sent me that one. I think over there on Facebook. That was just too funny right there. I had to show that one. All right, what else you got here? Let me get this one going. And this is Jamming Luan on our kids being indoctrinated. Take a look.
What's up, you fucking hammers? You might want to turn your volume down because some of you are going to take this personally. And fucking good. Now do you understand what the fuck I'm talking about? What you're up against? Because while you're working your fucking 9 to 5, you have your fucking educators indoctrinating your fucking children. And you want to know the last time this shit happened in fucking history? It was a fucking tactic used by Hitler. Y'all remember anything about Hitler Youth? The same way these fucking kids are being used today. Leaving the fucking classroom, jumping fucking fences, walking along the fucking street, no longer on campus. Throwing rocks and bricks at innocent people just driving to and from work, the grocery store, or to pick up their kids. Putting their fucking lives at risk. In danger. Because God forbid anything happen to these children because they're not in the fucking classroom they belong in. And these educators who are doing what the fuck they want with your children. This is exactly why I've been saying the left never took their fucking foot off your neck. Bunch of weak bitches.
I love this guy. I'm glad I found it because he speaks the way I like to speak. Straight to the point without no regrets. Oh, yes. You gotta love that sumbitch right there. Man, he's awesome. Oh, I got a good one. Here's a song. It says, "Shout if you're having a good day." This is funny as hell. I just found this not long ago. Take a look at this.
You know you make me want to shout, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my head back and shout. Come on now, shout. Don't forget to say you will. Shout. Don't forget to say, hey, hey, shout, say you will. Say it right now, baby. Say you will. Come on, say you will. Say that. Say that you want me. You want to please me. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby. Better than I've been to myself. Hey, hey.
Come on, man.
Something now. Show. A little bit louder now. Show. A little bit louder now. Show. A little bit louder now. Hey, yeah, yeah.
Now, was that great or what? I love that one. I'm sorry, but that Tambourine Girl. What's happening, Tambourine Girl? Welcome to the show. All right, let's keep going here. What else we got here? Uh-oh. Here we haven't seen this guy for a while, but this Trump's not going to take it. This is a political satire. This is from the Twisted Sister parody. Trump's not going to take it. Take a look at this.
Trump's not gonna take it. No, he ain't gonna take it. Trump's not gonna take it anymore. Democrats tried to break it. Democrats tried to fake it. But Trump's not gonna take it anymore.
Now, the guy actually sounded good this time, so I had to download that one because he usually doesn't sound as good as he did. He must have some filters on or something right there. Hey, let's take a look at Al Bundy, shall we? Al Bundy with some hot girls.
I was looking for an evening shoe.
Well, all right. Let me measure your chest. I mean your foot.
Sometimes when I'm in a party, I don't know. I can't help myself. I think they call it nymphomania. Every man I see, I just can't keep my clothes on. Excuse me, sir. Since I'm the one buying the shoes, don't you think you should be measuring my foot?
I'm sorry. She's the nymphomaniac.
Excuse me, sir, but I'm going to do what all of your customers do. Go to Morty's for shoes, where they have much cuter salesmen, and younger, too.
This guy is pretty old. Maybe we should go to Morty's. I hope there is a really cute guy there. Old or not, in another second, I would have been all over this one.
Ta-ta!
Why, Peg, why?
Because I thought I saw you starting to look happy.
I was just pretending. You of all people know I'm not happy.
Oops, let me get this going. You gotta love Al Bundy, right? I'm telling you what. You just can't beat him. Hold on a second. My tablet went black and I had to restart it up again. Got a couple things that just came in on my wire here. U.S. reportedly sending second Marine Expeditionary Unit to Middle East. What else we got here? What is that one? A Christian activist gets huge wins in the Supreme Court. Okay, I don't know what the hell that was about. These are just came in. I'm going to get them out of the way while I've got them here because we start over from anything after the show on till Monday. That's what we go over. White House etiquette. That's Haley Corina. That's down there. That's Chuck Norris fact. And the last one I got is my update for my computer, which I'll do that tomorrow or something whenever I get done. I got my processor and stuff where I bought it from. But yes, Chuck Norris was a sad thing there. Have a great weekend, everyone. Eyes in the back of your head. Check your neighbors. Exactly, Pat. Guys, hey, that's going to be a great night. Hey, it's a great night. We finished everything out that I wanted to finish out, guys. And it only started 15 minutes early. But, guys, I want to thank you for tuning in tonight on this Friday evening. And if you guys got something to do, we're going to let it go a little bit early tonight, since we started a little bit early tonight. But guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, everything you can do. Help me grow the channel. We got to get more people in here to hear the truth, because we got elections coming up. Like I said, when I told you about the lies from Bartolotto DeWeese and everything at the beginning of the show, remember, if you got anybody local that you want to give a shout out to for people to vote on or something like that, hit me up with an email, guys. Here it is. Right here. You guys shoot me an email out with anybody that you guys want to pump to get voted in for something. We got to get Democrats out of power, guys. And don't forget the drawing. Radical Right Sean Justice was our first winner from yesterday for the first shirt. And I got 3 more shirts over here. I might have a 4th one. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm going to keep that one for myself. I don't know. But if you want in, you got to hit me up on there too, guys. You got to send me an email, because if I don't see your name and I don't see you in chats, you can't win. All I ask for you to do is watch the show. If you're in there when the drawing comes up and I pull your name out of the, my extravagant equipment right here, you win the prize. And we got more prizes to give away after the shirts are done, but I got the prizes for the 250th anniversary. I'm working on all that too. I'm going to have a special show for that day also on July 4th. So we're going to have it, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. Did I see Tammy in here? My Texas Tammy in here? Yes, my Texas Tammy's in there. I didn't see her in there. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll be out all next week, so not sure how often we'll be on the shows. Well, have fun, Tammy. I wish I was there with you. Let me tell you what. But guys, hey, with that being said, I want you to enjoy your weekend. Hit me up with an email if you want. Come on, send them to me. I like when I get emails. If you got any articles, pictures, or anything, send them to me. We'll put them on air. Anybody wants to come on air with me onto the show, let me know. I will put you on there. All I got to do is send you a link, and you can come on in. So something to think about, guys. So I'm going to leave you with this. We've cleared the deck. We've emptied the inbox, and we've exposed the wreckage they try to hide under a mountain of preparedness and policies and lies. But as we wrap up this Friday night, I want you to remember one thing. The ghost towns belong to them. The future belongs to you. While they're busy building walls of taxes and fences of fear, we're building a movement of people who refuse to be managed. They want you exhausted by Monday. They want you defeated by the weekend. Don't give them the satisfaction. Take these next 2 days to sharpen your resolve. Spend time with your family. Stand on your own 2 feet. The liberals don't know how to do that. Breathe the air of the free America, and remember why we fight these battles every single night. I want to personally thank every single one of you for being in the trenches with me tonight. This show does not exist without your eyes, your ears, and your backbone. Have a massive, great weekend. Recharge, refocus, and get your house in order, because we're coming back swinging on Monday. Join me right here, Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys, for the weekend wrap-up. We're going to break down everything they tried to slip past us while we were out resting and enjoying our weekend. We're going to set the tone for the entire week ahead. So now that the inbox is empty and the deck is cleared, the reset is complete. Good night, and I'll see you back here all live on Monday night. Have a great weekend. See you guys.